The mic. Hello, everybody, and welcome into Saturday night. Yeah, I started around 10 o'clock. I did postpone it till 10:30 because I was told dinner wouldn't be ready, and it's not going to be ready until at least 10:30. So I just decided to go ahead and have my stream at my normal time. So sorry for the confusion that may or may not have caused. It wasn't intentional. I can't play golf at 6 because it puts us home about 9, and that doesn't give us enough time to get dinner. And just like normal, you don't read before you open your big mouth. I actually scheduled the stream for 10:30, so I'm actually 30 minutes early. And last night I scheduled the stream for 10:30, so I was right on time last night. But I got hope. That's what I just said. That's exactly what I just said. You're just paraphrasing what I said. If you'd take the time to read the description, you would understand why I said I'm early. OneFish26 was first into chat, and he said, "In the short just now, I have no clue where the ball went. That's the main reason he doesn't play golf. I'd be blindly looking for the ball after every shot." There's a couple of reasons why you can't follow the ball. One, the iPhone can't track it that well. I don't think Mrs. K can figure out how to zoom the video while she's actually doing it. And number two, I don't think it could get 140 yards, 150 yards, 160 yards down range to show you where the ball landed. So, right.
Physically, I'm not talking, I wasn't talking about your video. I'm saying physically in real life, I would be unable to see where the ball went. I'd have to use binoculars or something.
Actually, Jake's girlfriend does use binoculars to watch the ball fly for us. It would take 3 days to finish 18 holes.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'd be searching
Yeah.
for the ball I'd have to have like a lit up ball that strobes.
Well, they
You know?
don't strobe yet, but they do have the light up golf balls. I've got 3 of them, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I see your comment here about you mean on camera, not on camera, but on real life. Yeah, I get it. I do understand it. Ryan Oneful says hello. Haven't seen him in a while. Hello, Ryan. Rayan. I'm terrible with names. Greg was 4th tonight. Watering and cutting the dead. He was watering the dead flowers. Okay. No, he was cutting off the dead flowers. I get that. And dinner is beef lo mein with onion carrots. That sounds good. We're having fish and something. I don't know what the something is. It smells good, but I have no idea what the fish is. We didn't have fish last night. We had hamburgers. Rick Lake says hello to everybody. Hello, Rick. John Lee Sr. says good evening. Everyone, happy Saturday. It was nice today. Mid-80s, low humidity. Yes, the golf course tonight was absolutely weather perfect. Not too hot, not too cold, very little to no wind at all. Absolutely gorgeous to play golf this evening. So, What Life says greetings. Hello, or greetings, beautiful people. Hello, What Life. Don't think I've ever seen you around here before. Welcome in. Let us know where you're coming from. Did you come over from another Doug Betts or Kerry Holzman or OneFish26 or possibly Ghetto, or how'd you get here? Possibly maybe scrolling around. John Loy says, didn't fool me. Yeah, I was contemplating just going ahead and waiting till 10:30, but I thought, no. When I asked her, we'll be lucky to have dinner by 10:30. I'll just put it that way. John Williams says, the graduation party was awesome today. Ate and drank way too much as usual. Glad to be home. Yep. We've got our dinner planned for tomorrow at 2. And then I don't think we're going to be able to play golf because the heat that's moving in is supposed to start getting here sometime tomorrow. There's a heat advisory all the way through Monday night in effect for us, which is really weird because it's going to be in the 90s all week long. So why they're cutting it off for Monday, I do not know.
Yeah, it's so hot. It's so hot. So hot, the chickens are laying omelets.
Yeah, I seen that. I was actually walking up the 14th fairway with that when that came across in my messenger, and I laughed pretty hard on that one. That was pretty good.
That's about what it's doing here outside. It's been 90 something degrees just about every day.
Yeah, I seen a map, and the heat that you guys are having right now is what we're getting ready to have.
But it's kind of crazy because it's really burning up hot outside, so hot that you can almost fry an egg or bake cookies on the dashboard of your car. But meanwhile, I'm sitting in the house, the air conditioner running, and I'm about to freeze my tail off.
Yeah, the dashboard's not going to be hot enough, but the car's going to have enough heat in it that'll bake the cookies.
Well,
clearly,
one time I made a stupid, dumb mistake. When we were down in Texas at my dad's family reunion, and we were inside the convention center for 2 or 3 hours. I left my tablet or my phone, one or the other. I think it might have been my tablet on the dash of the car because I rode in the front seat that particular day. I rode in the front seat that particular day, and by the time I come out, my tablet was, you could barely pick it up.
I'm doing that with iPhone and it won't come on for a few minutes. It has to cool off.
yeah, I can't find
I'm
the
sitting
weather
here
right
and it's a
now.
mild 72 degrees in the house.
When I was with Main Bay, back when I had my iPad Air, I left my iPad Air out on the back porch, and it was hot. And I left it there and I forgot about it. It fried my battery. And I had to get a whole new iPad because I fried my battery.
I'm guessing the batteries aren't replaceable in an iPad.
No.
Well, that's a bad deal.
Now our computer repair guy here in town, he claims to be able to repair iPhones and Androids and all that, and claims to be able to do replace screens on iPhones, but I don't know if he can replace batteries or not.
I tell you what, iPhone screen replacement is probably really a pain in the neck because they're so doggone small. I mean, it can be done, I'm sure, but I wouldn't want to attempt to do it at all. I know a friend of mine does it all the time, but there ain't no way.
They might want to change the board.
The majority of the requests I get for computer repairs off of Facebook, that's what it is phone screen repairs, laptop screen repairs, or like I busted a charging port or something.
Jeff, is your tooth still bothering you?
Still got some swelling from where it was extracted. So I'm icing it down tonight. It doesn't hurt as much. I mean, I had a little discomfort yesterday and hardly any swelling. And today the discomfort's less and the swelling's more.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, you might want to take some Tylenol or ibuprofen or something.
I can't take anti-inflammatories.
Oh, you can't?
No,
Jack
family
Daniels
history
will work.
problems.
Jack Daniels will work.
Well, except I don't have any alcohol in the house either. Actually, they told me not to drink alcohol.
For how long, though?
It could be.
Well, I mean, till this heals up. I mean, it's got a stitch in it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, trying to get it to go down in the next week or so. I've got to fly to New York on the 26th.
It's
I
coming up
want an
pretty
open
quick.
socket.
That's coming up pretty quick.
Yep, 11 days.
Yep.
What do you got to fly to New York for?
My oldest granddaughter's graduating high school, so I'm going for her graduation.
Alex, I replaced laptop screen before. I did it the easy way. I replaced the whole lid.
You replaced the entire lid to replace the screen?
Yep, it needed new hinges anyway, so.
Laptop screens aren't that difficult.
Does the lid automatically always come with the screen attached to begin with, or do you have to?
Wait, stop. What laptop, when you open the lid, doesn't have the screen attached? Are you trying to convince us there's a laptop that when you open the lid, you got to attach the screen? Are you confused and don't know what you're doing?
No, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought when you replaced the screen, I didn't realize you could buy the lid and the screen. I thought you'd have to buy the lid and screen. I thought you'd have to buy the lid and screen separately. I didn't realize you'd have to buy them together.
I see what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense to explain it that way. The way you said it.
Wasn't Apple by chance, was it?
No, it was HP. It was a business model.
Well, it makes sense to do it that way, Chris, though. Seriously. That would be so simple.
Yeah, you can buy them either way. My granddaughter's in New York. Well, their dad does repairs, a side business, computer repair. And he's done stuff like buy parts off eBay and repair people's laptops. Sometimes he'll buy the screen, sometimes he'll buy the lid, you know. The laptops are generally a pain to work on.
Yeah, I've replaced one or two screens in my life, and in there they can be a pain in the neck to do. I did not ever do a touch screen. I refused to do those. That just appeared to be way, way, way too complicated.
I tried to do it once, but when I got it all torn, I had it all torn apart, and the customer never ordered the part, so it sat undone until my mom got tired of looking at it and said, "Come get it."
Well, yeah.
The laptop that I worked on was actually my dad's work laptop. It got a bad virus on it. It was Windows XP. It got a bad virus on it, and even the IT people couldn't fix it at his work, and it wouldn't boot. So I got it to boot the Windows XP, but it was not I didn't do a factory restore, but none of his files could be seen. None of his documents like Word and email and all that were hidden. So it had some kind of, I don't know, it was still in bad shape.
Sounds like
pretty messed
ransomware.
up. Yeah, really. I've seen messed up screens. Golfing was decent today. Front nine sucked. Back nine, I actually broke 37 on the, well, 35 is what I shot on the back. But I was approaching it. I was really doing today what I meant to do yesterday, and it kind of showed, but it was fun. I lost by 2. Probably won't be able to play golf for at least a week. Go ahead, who's ever trying to talk.
I think he was hacked because he had to work. My mother was in a hospital for like 3 months one time in 2009, and he had to work from the hospital. And I think somebody might have hacked him from being on Wi-Fi.
It sounded like you got hold of some ransomware.
Sound like what?
Ransomware.
Yeah, it was something like that. It just had a blinking cursor. It wouldn't boot.
They equip the data on a hard drive where you have to pay them to get the code, hopefully.
Well, it never showed that kind of screen. It just stayed on the screen blinking cursor. It would show the HP screen. It would be a blinking cursor.
Wasn't Sin Vicious, was it?
Yeah.
Hello, Sin. I'm just messing with you.
You're loud.
How are the monitors still performing and functioning properly?
Yeah, they were going a little screwy this afternoon, but I went into settings again and tried to reconfigure, and better now than it was this morning.
That's good. I sat here and messed around with OBS. I'm getting as bad as other people I know. Davinci waiting on Doug this afternoon. I got the cube partially done. I got it to where it'll rotate a little bit. I don't know. Some of you saw the cube last night. Some of you didn't. I got a little bit of minor adjustments to make. And then I'm going to, like I said last night, attempt to put all 16 homies on 4 sides, which would be 4 per. Not that Doug was screwing his math up today, but I'm sure people were yelling at the screen. But 4 sides, 16 people, 4, 4, 4, 4 is 16. So just a matter of whether I can do it or not. It's going to be challenging.
Jeff, I was going to say that at least your tongue doesn't hurt.
No.
Why would his tongue hurt? He got a tooth pulled.
I mean,
they do things strange in Arkansas, don't they? Is this an Arkansas thing only or a Sheridan thing? I mean,
it's only a me thing.
Obviously.
I have speaking of a tooth extraction, someplace I have an old cartoon that's not family friendly, which I could show on here with the guy getting a tooth pulled and the dentist is standing on the arms of the chair, gripping the pliers and pulling for all he's worth, and out comes a tooth and a string of other organs going all the way down to something I won't mention.
Right. I think I've seen that before as well.
That was from, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years ago. I mean, that's an old cartoon.
I've noticed a lot of the Far Side stuff is starting to circulate again. Gary Larson.
Actually, Facebook has a lot of the Far Side stuff on there. There's several channels that show his stuff. Or channels, bumming accounts, whatever you want to call it.
Right. All right, supper is ready at 10:17, so this is going to be a 17-minute show. I will be back on Zoom as soon as I eat dinner. I'm glad I waited because I would not want to go in and try to eat in 13 minutes. That's not very healthy to do. So it's going to be an abbreviated show tonight. I will be back to Zoom. If you want to join us on Zoom, the email is flashed on the screen, case.Z00M@gmail.com. And tomorrow night will be 10 o'clock on the dot, starting on time because I'm not even going to play golf tomorrow, I don't think. It's going to be too warm. So thank you, everyone. Also want to thank the Zoom homies, William, Rich, Greg, Alex, Sam, Ghetto, Josh Kinder, Sin, Jeff Ryman, Darren Gilholm, and Chris, who's pretending that chickens are laying omelets. Gotta love Chris. Good night, guys, on the YouTube, and I'll see everybody on the homies in a little bit.